Hello you lovely people, it's time for another virtual stadium tour, and today we are going to be taking a look around the stadium of the Major League Baseball team, the New York Yankees. Yes, that's right, and as always for you, the first fact I have on this stadium is the capacity, and this stadium when it's full can hold 51,800 people in it. And I can actually tell you now, as we take a quick look around the stadium, that this is actually the third iteration of this stadium right here. The first one was built in 1923 on the exact same site of this one in the Bronx, in one of New York's 5 boroughs. The first stadium actually cost $2.5 million to build. It was then, the majority of it was demolished in 1975 and reconstructed at a cost of $167 million, and that stuck around until 2006, when once again it was demolished to be rebuilt. As you can see it right now on the screen, that new one that was opened in 2009 was demolished in 2006. Cost $1.3 billion to build, so that's quite a lot. For a stadium, you can see the size of it right here. With the 4 tiers there, it looks rather impressive, if I do say so myself. I can tell you the breakdown of the money for the most recent one. So it cost $1.3 billion to build most recently. And I can tell you that $1.1 billion of that came from the New York Yankees themselves, the baseball team, but the rest of it came from public funding, came from the New York City Council. And that's quite, it shows how much this baseball team means to the city of New York, that the council themselves are willing to put over $200 million into it. But let's keep going with the facts now, and I have some quite cool facts for you here. The first of which is about the World Series. So baseball is not something I know a huge amount about, being an Englishman. I basically see baseball as rounders with a bat that's twice as long. But I can tell you that the World Series, which is sort of the final of the Major League Baseball season, happens at the end of every season. 37 of them have taken place at the New York Yankees Stadium. Over 100 matches, that means. And the Yankees themselves, so the team that plays in this stadium usually, have won over 26 of those 37 titles in their own stadium, so that's good. I can also tell you that the first stadium, the one that I talked about, was built in 1923 that came about. That stadium was actually was built to help out Babe Ruth, obviously the very famous, very well-known baseball player. That stadium was actually designed to help him even more, which meant that they created the stadium to be shorter on one side for home runs than it was on the other, which meant that obviously he had a very slight advantage. But it's a very expensive thing to do, to create a stadium towards one player, and I believe they've stuck the same way ever since. And the final fact I have for you today is actually that this stadium, the playing field itself, is below sea level. So if the sea level ever rose enough so that it would take over New York, obviously very low lying, Manhattan is an island, that's a big part of New York, one of the 5 boroughs I believe, so if the sea level ever rose, this stadium pretty quickly I think would be overrun by water, and there would be no more New York Yankees. So a nice fun fact to end us on. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!